Morning, children. So how are you all? I welcome you to the EVS2 class. So children, shall we proceed with the lesson? Okay, which lesson we were doing? Yes, we were doing lesson number 2. Now children, if you have your books, please take out lesson number 2. All of you take out lesson number 2. Yes, are you all ready? So before proceeding with the next topic of lesson number 2, I just want to give a recap of what we have studied till now, so that it just brush up your memory and you will be able to understand more better. Okay children, since we are meeting after 1 week, so let me just give a quick recap of what we have studied till now. So children, as we have started lesson number 2, which is monuments and museums, we have studied the first topic, which is monuments. Okay children, now children, what are monuments? Monuments are, yes children, are buildings which were built in the past. And who built it? It was built by, yes children, it was built by the kings and queens. Okay, and monuments can be forts, temples, palaces, etc. And you can see children in page number 9, you can see a very famous monument. An example of a very famous monument is given. Can you all see in your textbook? Yes. Of which monument is given? Example of the Taj Mahal. Okay children, and the Taj Mahal is in Agra. And who built it? It was built by Emperor Shah Jahan. And why did he build? He built it in the memory of his wife Mumtaz Mahal. After her death, Emperor Shah Jahan built it. And then children, after this we studied about the 2 types of monuments. Okay, first we studied about monuments, then we studied about the 2 types of monuments. And what are the 2 types of monuments we studied? We studied about old monuments and new monuments. An example of old monuments was given as dolmens, and an example of new monuments was given the National War Memorial. So what are old monuments? Old monuments are monuments which were built very long ago by early people, and new monuments are the monuments which were built recently. And then we have seen some in the book. Can you see children? It's in page number 10. Some of the famous monuments of India, okay, has been shown. And these are really very famous children, and these are the famous monuments of India. So first, what can we see? The Jinji Fort, which is in Jinji. Then we have the Golconda Fort, which is in Hyderabad. Then we have the Konark Sun Temple, which is in Puri. Then we have the Gol Gumbaz, which is in Bijapur. These are the famous monuments. Then children, I hope it's clear to you till here. Okay? Then children, we move to our next topic, which is monument. Who built it and why was it built? Okay, some very good information has been given to us, that why are monuments built. Okay, monuments are built for different reasons. Okay, no king or queen will build a monument just for the sake of building, but for a definite purpose. Like children, you remember why was dolmen built? Can you see? Dolmen was built for burial purposes. Okay, because people were buried under the dolmen, and on top of it this structure was built, the dolmen. And again, the National War Memorial, why it was built? It was built to remember the Indian soldiers. Similarly, why was the Taj Mahal built? Taj Mahal was also built, children, by the king, Emperor Shah Jahan, in the loving memory of his wife. After her death, Mumtaz, it was built. So children, monuments are always built for a definite purpose. So here some examples are given. Let first example, children, we have of the Buland Darwaza. Now Buland Darwaza, it's a very famous monument. Now you can see in the picture, look at your books children. Can you see the picture? Yes, the picture is given of Buland Darwaza. Yes, and it's in Fatehpur Sikri. Now where is Fatehpur Sikri? Fatehpur Sikri is in Uttar Pradesh. Okay, it's a very famous city. Now there is the Buland Darwaza. Now can you see Buland Darwaza? Darwaza. What is the term Darwaza? Darwaza is a Urdu term. Okay, Urdu term. Okay, and Darwaza means door. Okay, door. And Buland Darwaza was built by Emperor Akbar. Why? To celebrate his victory over Gujarat. Okay, children. Now it was built to celebrate his victory over Gujarat. Over. You know where is Gujarat? It's in the western part of India. It's a very famous state, and our Prime Minister Mr. Narendra Singh Modi, he hails from Gujarat. So next we come to the next famous monument, which is, children, the Gateway of India. So who built the Gateway of India? The British government before India's independence. Now who are the British government? The British government are the people who ruled India, and from them only India got independence in the year 1947. And when did India get independence? India got independence on 15th August. That's why we celebrate Independence Day on 15th August, and it's coming also. After 2 months we'll be celebrating. So it was built by the British government before the independence of India. Why? To celebrate a visit of the King of England. The King of England was coming from England. Okay, the British government are the people of England. So their king was coming. So in order to welcome, to celebrate his visit, they built the famous Gateway of India. And children, you know where is the Gateway of India? Yes, it's in Mumbai. Okay. Then third we come to Ashoka's pillars. Okay, now can you see Ashoka's pillars? Yes, it's a very famous pillar. And who built it? Yes, of course, from the name we can say it was built by Emperor Ashoka. And why it's built? To pass orders and messages to the people of his kingdom. Now Ashoka, children, was a very devout follower of Gautam Buddha. He followed Buddhism. Okay, Buddhism is a religion like Hinduism, Christianity. Buddhism is also a religion. So children, when Ashoka followed Gautam Buddha, he liked his teachings very much. Okay, and so while he was ruling India, he built many pillars, and on the pillars he wrote many messages to the people and orders to the people of his kingdom. So children, you can see here in the book it's given an Ashoka pillar. Please look at your book and you see writings also on the pillars like these types of messages. Can you see? Yes children, there are some messages given which you won't understand. Okay, the language is totally different, the script is totally different, and it was written by Ashoka. He gave the orders to his people to write the messages on the famous monument which is the Ashoka pillar. And like these types of pillars, there are many across India. So children, you can see we studied about 3 types of monuments, but there are many monuments. Okay children, and each monument are built for some definite purposes. So children, now let's move to our next topic, which is in page number 11, that is a museum. Okay children, so you can see, take out page number 11. Yes children, you can see museums. What is the spelling? Pronounce with me. Museums. M-U-S-E-U-M-S. Museums. No. So what? You have heard the term museum? Yes, it's in our chapter's name, monuments and museums. We have come across monuments and we'll study about museums today. So let's look at the first line. What is the meaning of museum? It's given, a museum is a place where different kinds of old and interesting objects are displayed. Example, coins, weapons, tools, paintings, utensils and toys. So children, what is a museum? A museum is a place. Okay children, it's a place where different kinds of historical objects you will find, okay, which were used in the past, Like examples are given like coins, weapons, tools, paintings, utensils, toys, etc. and etc. Okay. So children, museum is a place, it's a building where different kinds of things are displayed, where people can go and see. I believe you have seen museum. We have in Guwahati also near the Digli Pukri, you have seen, I suppose. If you have not seen, when you will get time after this lockdown is over, you please go and visit with your parents, and you will find it very interesting to see, look at the museum. Okay children? So what does museum displays? In the next line you can see museum display objects that tell us about the history of places or people. Some famous museums in India are as follows. So children, museums display objects that tell us about the history of places or people. Like examples are given, National Museum of New Delhi, then Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaja Vastu Sangrahalaya, which is in Mumbai, then Salaja Museum of Hyderabad, Indian Museum of Kolkata. So these 4 museums are very famous museums. They are big museums, okay? And you will find many things which are kept there for people to see, and people go and spend hours looking at the things. You will find variety of things. You will find skeletons of animals also. Many things you will find. So children, let's stop till here. I'll go proceed with the lesson in the next class. So children, remember what we studied till now. We have studied about the various reasons for which monuments are built. Monuments are always built for a definite reason, okay? And what are museums? We have just started. Museums are places where different kinds of old and interesting objects which are used in the past, it can be utensils, toys, anything, coins, weapons, anything. Okay children? So children, in the next class I'll proceed with the lesson. Till then, that is tomorrow. Okay children, remember tomorrow we have a class, then I'll proceed with the lesson. Till then, bye bye, have a good day.